So, welcome to today's live cast of CCFN number 452 under the theme Summer is Coming. And without further ado, let us check which map we are playing today in the Community Clan Fight Night. Tonight we are playing Cora AS V2, Canadian Armed Forces against Irregular Militia Forces. I think most of the engagement will be coming around Hemp Farm. Maybe we will see some engagements around Vineyard and Checkpoint, but I think both teams are pretty strong. And they can definitely engage with each other clearly around Hemp Farm. Maybe we will see a little bit of vehicle placement or a little bit of vehicle action, but I don't think it will be too much because both factions don't have so much heavy armored vehicles, so that's absolutely overviewable. And so let's check which clans are playing tonight. On team 1 we have Voodoo, then we have Raiders, then we have QRF, the Quick Direction Forces, Skira and Black Oats. All of these clans has already participated in the CCFN, especially QRF, Skira and Black Oats, and I think Raiders also played the last couple of CCFNs too. So they are absolutely aware. Voodoo also old known clan here in the CCFN, but not so active as the other force in Team 1. In Team 2 we have GOL Get Online, GNL Get Nothing Left, United Arab Forces, the one Polish clan, and POT, Power of Team Play. All of them are known here in CCFN, none of them are a new formatted clan, and they are all have played over the last couple of weeks here active in the CCFN. So both teams definitely have their advantages, and I hope that everything is working out fine, because I see there's a little bit of package loss happening here on, I think it's the Twitch servers that are having a little bit of packet loss. Definitely give me a heads up in the stream if you have a problem with lost images or lost frames. Then I will see. I have a little bit of delay into it. As usual, the delay of CCFN is 15 minutes. So we will see. I have an eye on the network problems. I hope that they have not lost so much of the stream. It's going down a little bit. We will see. Yeah, the CCFN is starting a little bit late, I think. I think we are missing one clan currently. I'm not sure. Thanks to Ice from GOL. I think it's from GOL. Yeah, Ice Code. GNL, sorry, it's nicht GOL, from GNL, who is doing the moderation of the CCFN today. But it looks like, yeah, we are missing 2 to 3 guys. So we'll see how this works out. The force start has been communicated. So I think that we will starting at least with a couple of minutes later in the game. Okay, then I'm switching back to the map, and let's discuss a little bit more about the Cora IAS that we are seeing today. Ham Farm has definitely a little bit of advantage for infantry. So complete Cora has a little bit of advantages for infantry gameplay, because both fractions loss a loss of heavy armor. There are no main battle tanks and just I think one AFV on Canadian side and one BMP1 on Insurgent side. We will see when the map switches in. I haven't checked this one before, just created the map image here. But it's definitely an infantry heavier match, and I think today we were sitting a little bit closer to the infantry. and have a look on how both teams perform on infantry level. Maybe we will see a little bit of mortar points. Remember, Korra has a little bit of a special point here because you can place just one mortar per FOB. So if one team decides to use more than one mortar, they have to place more than one radio down so that they can place more than one mortar. The insurgents, I think, have the same problem here as the Canadian Armed Forces. I hear that the server has switching the maps red, so then we will switch on to the match site. But I think it's fine. We will see. Ice code writing in whoops. Are we starting now or aren't we starting? Thank you very much, JuiceWord. Thank you very much for giving me a prime sub here. Thank you very much. Okay, I think Ice Code did something wrong here. Not sure. He has to communicate something. Oh. Okay. Yeah. There was an error, I think, with the... It's Korra. Korra is right. The map was right, but I think the layer was wrong. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. I have no direct communication with him, so no ideas what he's doing right now. Okay. It looks like, yeah, the factions are wrong. I think there's an error here somewhere. But it's ASV2. Okay, give me a second. I have to check out what's going on to that because I have no moderation tools today. I was just performing the broadcast because it's a little bit easier for me to just do the broadcast and not to have to worry about it. I'm just giving you a little bit of... Yeah, I think it's the right layer, but the factions are... No Brits as admins next time. We'll see if he calls it live now or not, because theoretically Insurgents has to start on the east side, as I'm known. We will see. Yeah. I left that organization. But I think there was an error on made by the CCFN, a mistake made by the CCFN stuff also, because Core ASV2 was being called, but not with other factions. And I think he had the right map into it, but we'll see. Okay, maybe I'm wrong informed because on my information box I had notified that Insurgents will be start on the east and ADF will be start on the west side next to Upper Orchard. Never doing this again, Ice Code. Yeah, there's some curiosity going on here. But let me check. There was just the layer announcement, so there was no notice about changing the factions. And Cora AAS V2, as suggested by squad maps, had to be ADF against a regular militia group, but that seems to be incorrect here, I think. We saw that as the first layer change coming in. We will see. Okay, it looks like it's decided now that the maps will be played. So I'm completely fine there with it. And then let's check in. So I'm giving you some audio also, so you can hear local communication. So, and blend out all the unnecessary information. Okay, we have one BRDM that will be set up, one HMG, one week is still left in main with one BMP1, that's caught earlier today. Two lodges are still currently caught, and two transportation trucks.
Are you guys serious?
I think we're just gonna go with what we got, man.
What the fuck?
Unfortunate, but we'll make it work.
You guys serious? You can just type the fucking versus USA, whatever.
Russia. That's what's caused all these problems. The default layer is Australia versus the insurgents.
You can just put the RGF versus USA. It's easy.
Okay, but like it's literally not been agreed.
Okay, it's okay. We'll dance with what we got here. It'll be fine.
Okay, there's
It's easy to make. It's really easy. Just typing.
There's also some discussions now between the squad leaders to change something or something not, but there was clearly a communication issue here. But I think both teams had now exaggerated to just play the match. So let's check here on ADF side. Lodges run to each other. 3, 4. Okay, one Logi from ADF is still sitting back in main. So let's jump a little bit out here. We have no one currently on the way to the backup on Mosque. Okay, the one of the Aslavs is doing the backup. Oh no, Skira. Okay, Skira is doing the backup, and there's not a full man doing the backup, which I definitely agree to. But on Insurgent Forces, there are 4 guys from GOL and 2 from JVP on the backup. We will see. 45 against 45 plus me is. So the numbers are at least correct. I'm a little bit sorry for you for the inconvenience that happened here. Not every time everything goes to according to plan. Sometimes change a little bit on the fly. So okay, GOL set here the first radio on Upper Orchard. I definitely think it will be a mortar fob because I don't think that there is a usage of anything else. We have one Logi on Vineyard and Squad 3 and Squad 7 here. It's GNL and UAF in the attack towards Hemp Farm. They decided to not push Hemp Farm. Maybe it's the better decision because they're a little bit slower. But we will see the first engagement of one of vehicles will be going off here. We have Squad 2 with JVP, who's completely unaware, I think, of the Logi that's standing right next to him. Okay, now the BRDM saws the Logi, but gets engaged by the 50 cal here. Okay, so Logi got destroyed, but Squad 2 could be this numbered. And we have here an Zapper, one Zapper from JVP, crossing a little bit over to the east, maybe to mine the enemy main base. Squad 2 here now has definitely... Squad 2 fighting against Squad 2 here. A little bit of a disadvantage because they have to fight against an armored vehicle. And there are the little bit weaker fraction here. Their only hope is Sintero here with the heavy anti-tank. But there goes the second vehicle. That's minus 10 tickets on insurgent forces. Irregular, sorry, it's not insurgents, irregular forces. Oh, and I think...
These mortars on the way?
Orders on right. Wait, one. First volley incoming.
Incoming enemy mortar. We need more help. So the ammo mark, how can be?
So,
We need more people to hold the line on the ammo mark, how can be?
okay, Squad 2 and Squad 1 are engaging here next to radio station now. And
Squad 9, how can be? I need more people inside the ammo mark.
You're on right now.
okay, there are the first mortars coming in. I'm not sure because they are hitting Squad 3 here on their own. If you say Australian Defense Forces also has one way, but it looks like Raider Keypop is sitting on the first mortar here, and on the other side it's the US Sun. But now the small armed MTLB is also being pulled out of main, but already hit a little bit.
There's enemy full squad on my zone. Squad 9, you are too late on holding the line.
And Vineyard Cap has been stopped. Now the mortars had to start flying. Here, especially on insurgent side. Yeah, there are the first mortars coming in. A little bit close to the west and a little bit too long to the east here. Especially here on this engagement distance, Australian Defense Forces definitely have a distance advantage because of their better scopes. Okay, Commander has picked by now. It's a little bit late, but okay.
I need mortars on the bottom of my node, on my move mark.
Copy.
But the BMP-1 could be an opportunity here to break through the northeast. If he's pulling up a little bit more. Oh no, the BMP-2 is... the LAV starts engaging GNL here. And I think he's definitely destroying him. Yeah, he's got 4. And the one LA shot they had missed in the field. Yeah, there are some communication issues here on my side, definitely, to be seen. The Australian Defense Forces had the opportunity to bring their ASLAF here directly towards Vineyard without being noticed. And Scott 3 is also left here alone. Just 2 guys sitting in the line. Directly hit by mortars now. They are wiped off. On my side, I definitely think the insurgents had to be pulling up a second FOB just to bring in a second mortar. I think they needed to break through the distance advantage of the Australian defense forces here. But on the other side, in the south side, Squad 2 had the opportunity to wipe the entire enemy squad completely, I think. It's just one guy here left from VDX. If he can wipe him and then start pushing to the east a little bit more, they can, I think, generate a flank over the east here. And try to engage Hem Farm, or try to encircle Hem Farm here. And the Zapper definitely got his work done. Baba Hassan here just killed 4 guys, I think. I do not know if he shot them out of the lodgy or they hit the mine or something. But now the transpo is still full living, so I think he shot them out. And now he has to move out here. Got stuck with the motorcycle and is being shot at. Definitely not the best position to stay in. Oh, I think I forgot my stream timer.
We have 2 hubs per radio.
Coming up. Hold on. We had one that got put up and then dug down.
Because CCFN matches are just limited to 1 hour. Okay, here there's definitely a problem. QRF had a big foot here on the west side, on the east side of Squad 8 and Squad 7. They definitely had to move up here and defend that line. If they start to get encircled more and more, that's definitely a problem. But now the Aslav is dropping in so close towards the vineyard position, so definitely too close.
You can buddy rally.
Yeah, buddy rally also opportunity, definitely agreeing there on him. The Aslav can move almost completely freely here, but there's one heavy AT here, GNL. Hit him with one heavy anti-tank, nice. Yeah, definitely hit once. There's the opportunity to hit him a second time. Maybe they can destroy him, but I don't think so.
Enemy Aslav on TV.
Yeah, enemy Aslav is taking back. And the Heb got digged up again, I do not know. But mortars definitely hitting in a vineyard. And infantry is pushing here from the east. Skira and Radar already inside of vineyard. And I think one of the guys has already located the radio. Yeah, I definitely think he has. It's absolutely impossible if he's not. And the radio is mortared directly again. Yeah, there's a mortar disadvantage here. I do not know where GOL is firing at. But I think that could be enough to counter mortar. 300, 600, 900. Yeah, the enemy mortar is definitely in range to be counter mortared. But there's no information about where the enemy mortar stands. Maybe they can identify it by hearing where the enemy mortar on Hem Farm is shooting. But yeah, vineyard is now blocked. And encircled in the north already. Yeah, Squad 2, Squad 1 here fighting the south. Definitely need to, but Squad 5, 3 and 7 is sitting completely off flag. Which is definitely a disadvantage here. Because the flag is vineyard and you're getting overrun from the north here. And I do not know where the mortars are hitting. Where are our own mortars hitting in? Because I saw enemy mortars hitting here next to GNL now. Okay, one of our mortars is firing here at, now I think at Vineyard Northeast.
Do we have any eyes on their mortars yet? Just unable to counter battery yet?
And I think there's not enough rally points on the map. This faction definitely relies on a good positioned
On the friendly hub on the
rally point. Oh, and the second hab got been mortared down, but the airstrike is also being caught in. But I don't think that's a problem for the ADF side, because ADF is definitely in the overhand here right now.
South hab is mortared. It's on Vineyard.
But the south hab here on Vineyard is going on back online. But they are definitely close to the radio.
I have ready place south of Vineyards. You can place your radio there.
And there goes the airstrike. I think completely deleted the hab. Yeah, hab got completely deleted. And the hab now here in Vineyard is back online, but still under mortar fire. I actually do not know why they not placed the hab inside. That doesn't matter because it's completely open. I think the only opportunity you can place and have a little bit of security is placed inside here. So that at least a quarter of the hab is being secured. But here definitely have an information disadvantage here. The drone over Vineyard is providing accurate information about the enemy hab. Definitely a problem for insurgent militia forces here. And the Aslav is coming back.
Lab on my...
I think definitely on the way
Take it down radio now.
towards the vehicle. And Huluas here, definitely oh no, it's the Scott leader. And Raider Fons got killed here. Baba Yaga definitely needs to push to the north to engage the Aslav. That's unfortunate.
north of Vineyards.
Yeah. Baba Yaga has not given information about it in time. Maybe he can react and maybe hit it with a heavy anti-tank once. Okay, there's the Logi also destroyed. Okay, Skira definitely gets their points in that round here. Yeah, and now the Aslav is moving in towards Upper Orchard, engaging Sun here at the mortar. Yeah, so mortar is now completely offline. That makes insurgents even more vulnerable for...
Aslav is engaging on Upper Orchard at this time.
So we have just the light anti-tank here. That's definitely too close. And now climbing over the wall. Exposing him completely and shooting too short. Shooting too short. That's bad. That's bad. Shooting too short. And now you have an Aslav in your line between main base and Upper Orchard, destroying the second Logi. That makes, I do not know which.
We still have control.
That's the sixth vehicle that Skira here definitely destroyed. That's, I think, over 30 tickets right now. They bounced off the main base protection zone there.
Just need to take control of north and northeast of Vineyard again.
Aslav is boxing her.
But I actually do not know what is happening here. Squad 2 is completely on Mosque here. VDX.
South side, Upper Orchard.
They are not even trying to do something. What are they doing here? What the? Did they destroy their own radio here on Mosque? I do not know why there's a complete squad off any active flag. They were completely back in main base. What the heck? That's absolutely...
Aslav is breaking contact moving east.
How's the FOB situation going on? Okay, we have one radio here on Upper Orchard, which is already known because the mortar got shot down once. And there's a hab placed in the open again. So you have no information about... Oh, and there goes the second BRDM. You have no information about the enemy mortars, and then you're placing a hab in the open? Why? Why are you doing this? Just here on this flag, you definitely can place the hab inside of this building here. Have like 2 or 3 exit if you place it right. And be completely supported and caved by the building to prevent damage by mortars. But now it's placed directly in top, in the open field next to the mortar. You have so much emplacements directly next to each other. And the hab can be engaged from the northeast also. So that hab placement definitely worse. Absolutely worse. I do not know why. But do not place a hab this open here. Wow. And now we have a drone online here on insurgent side. But the insurgent drone do not have an IED on it. You're so close to main base. Put 2 or 3 IEDs on it just to have the option to destroy anything. Yeah, sure. Use it to engage the or to get information and intel about enemy fobs and spawns. Completely fine. But just use it shortly before you delete before it got run out of memory, not memory, out of energy, and drive it into an enemy vehicle and just destroy it with it. So I don't understand. That's confused me really hard. And there's 2 guys. Who are these 2 guys? It's 2 guys from GNL. Engaging at the rally point of squad 3 here in northeast of Vineyard. Definitely farming them. They definitely have a good time here right now. Gaining some kills and so on. Because there's no one attacking them from behind. Because the next one who is attacking will be Raider Squad 6 here. But that's like 300 meters until they meet each other at the least. And definitely give the insurgent side the opportunity now to secure Vineyard again. We're losing infantry on... Oh no, I think it's the mortars, I think.
Copy, wait, 1. Mortars are down to counter battery.
Yeah. The enemy mortars destroyed here. The mortars on the point. And also killed the command. And definitely... dig down this hab, please. Please reconsider digging down this hab. And the hab does not even have an ammo crate. So much mistakes are making here. Done here. Done here. So the second hab, absolutely understandable. It's a little bit covered by trees and it's in a ditch. So it will be not known directly to the enemies. But if it's known, then it will be mortared to hell. But... the second one here, definitely on upper orchard, worse. Absolutely worse. But now we have infantry back here in Vineyard again, which is definitely good. GOL brought some guys here in. If they able to peek at least close to the rally point, maybe they can wipe it. Oskira spawned here with 3 guys on the rally point. Maybe El Presidente is opening fire. El Presidente is opening fire here.
Big push coming in. Southeast of Vineyard. Right across here. Some explosives. Let's need everything here.
At Sieg also.
They've got a rally north of Vineyard in the middle of a field.
Okay, insurgents definitely backed up here a little bit and secured in the line here a little bit more. It's definitely not safe. I wouldn't say that. It's definitely not safe yet because there are at least no viable well-supported rally points. But the Australians also decide to not place another radio. They had the opportunity to place one and maybe place a hab directly on Vineyard. You see this for creation marker here. Definitely have the opportunity to place a hab here. But they did not make any points out of it now. Here in the south, there's the complete areas east is open. So if one squad decide to just hop into a lodgy or a transportation truck, they can drive around Hemp Farm here, place a hab, maybe down here, down there, or even try to place it here and do a attack on the east side of Hemp Farm, destroy this radio and cap Hemp Farm. It's definitely open here because squad 2 VDX is now engaging. They run from mosque to here. It's like 3, 6, 9, almost 900 meters that they run from the hab here on mosque. This whole squad wasn't in game for the last 10 minutes. But hasn't been used. This opportunity hasn't been used yet.
Guys, another 1A still.
Thank you. Aslav is north side of Vineyard. Marking with command observe.
Is the ID now I mind? I see, don't know ID. No, I don't think it isn't. And that's bad. That's so bad that Aslav is directly here next to your flag and you have no IDs on it. You can't destroy it as commander. You have no opportunities here right now. But that's a burden that you put on yourself by yourself. But there are two guys coming, one from POT and one from GNL, with a light and a heavy anti-tank. And the light anti-tank got deleted right now, but the heavy anti-tank is still living. If he gets a shot in time, maybe can... No, he's dead. And now the hab is under pressure. I think the Aslav will see it now and will definitely start engaging, destroying the ammo crate and... yeah. So now, yeah, definitely have a problem. And Scott 4 is moving in with the BMP-1. But so close, in that close area of contact, the Aslav definitely have some advantage here. Yeah, and the BMP-1, I think, will be lost. They rolled behind the tree line, not the tree line, behind the hill. He's got 5 decides to just push a little bit, they can destroy it completely. And now they're deciding to do it. Maybe if Gandalf hits them. No, he hits them not. I think it was too close. Yeah. The Aslav got hit at least once. But BMP-1 is destroyed. The Aslav got a second one hit. Is definitely now damaged. If the heavy anti-tank had the opportunity to destroy him now completely, the Aslav, that would be definitely a win. Ah, nice, nice. Baba Yaga destroyed the Aslav here. That's crucial, that's a crucial point. And now is the problem that I called, I think, 5 or 6 minutes ago. The hab here is now known and will be mortared to doom. So makes this hab here almost impossible to spawn useful on. And here in the south, it doesn't even look even better. Squad 2 has gained almost no area control and no area access here. They moved from, I think, this line towards this line in like a half an hour. Definitely not enough. Definitely not enough to create a long one encirclement to Hem Farm. So insurgents definitely are on the back foot here. That's like almost 200 tickets on difference here, which is definitely not good for insurgents. Is there a mortar barrage code? No, I don't think so yet, because the enemies don't, the insurgents, militia don't have it yet, I think. Because the drone also came on so late. Seek is seeking for infantry here. Definitely called out some. Yeah, Radar is completely sitting here inside of this compound. Definitely a disadvantage for the insurgent, for the militia here to push up close. But the only point is this faction has so much anti-tank and grenades. They had to spam it. They had to spam. They have the ammunition there. They have like 12,000 ammunition points in the hab there. And I don't hear so much grenades fleeing. Definitely, they had to definitely use more grenades. The complete time over yet. I see not enough grenades. Even US forces are pulling out some grenades here. Now there are some ATs and grenades flying in. But I think that won't be enough. We are down to 49 tickets now. There's another vehicle destroyed, I think. Oh no, it's not yet. It's burning, but it's being repaired. It's being repaired. And now I think Sun will be placing C4 there. And yeah, there's a C4 block going on. And I think that will destroy the PMV here. Definitely good to gain some points at the end. But definitely not enough. If we are losing here, militia 3 vehicles destroyed, there will be coming a 4th. And on ADF side, 12 vehicles destroyed. Definitely not enough. I think most of them are gone to Skira. I'm searching them. Yeah, 8 vehicles destroyed here. 23 knockouts, 16 kills. Yeah. There's definitely a kill disadvantage here. Even if we are looking on the map, insurgent forces like 0.5 KD and ADF almost 2.0 KD. So ADF definitely has a little bit more of kills here and a little bit of a better statistics, but the most important part will be how both teams performing on the second round, because it could be that Skira and QRF are also having the same problems and on militia side. Then this team here, my team with JVP, UAF and GNL is having on right now. But now there's an artillery being called in, and the artillery will be wiping both HAPs, I think, if the artillery shells are not being diverted so much. Then both HAPs will be gone. But the second one on Orchard definitely is a problem by himself because it's placed in the open field. Oh, there's a counter artillery. Okay, yeah, that's a point where you definitely can see that we are not playing a complete public match here, because both sides are using their assets almost instantly if they are available. And yeah, so Vineyard is now being capped. That means a -1 ticket bleed for the insurgent side. And there comes enemy artillery.
Enemy already impacting Upper Orchard.
Yeah, the local static artillery barrage of insurgents are almost doing nothing, because everybody is sitting inside of inside of building, and it's the same ones that coming down here as a mortar barrage. As the artillery is definitely a little bit more powerful. Destroyed now the first HAP, completely destroyed the repair station, and is now rolling in towards the last spawn point here on Upper Orchard. And takes it out with the last couple of shots. Main artillery is already done, but the last couple of shots knocked down the second HAP. And there's no rally point. Somebody has to run back and bring it back online. Now Scott 2 has a little bit of a diversion here. Not a diversion, a little bit of a area spread out, but definitely not enough. There's so much red dots on the map and almost no blue ones. It looks like insurgents are completely, every time I'm looking at this team, they are laying in the mud right now. I can just hope that the second round will be divided a little bit more than the first round, because now through the cap of Vineyard, the Australian forces also gained 60 tickets plus, which made now a ticket difference of almost 180 tickets. So we have 215 on Australian side and 30 on militia side, with 1 ticket of bleed per second. And it looks like nobody is pushing back towards Upper Orchard to bring the HAP online. Yeah. Okay, we have 1 mortar from GOL back online. Counter-mortaring the attack here right now. And definitely hitting a little bit. But I think definitely the spread out of mortars are a little bit more needed. Oh, now the hell cannon has fired also. Oh, Baba Yaga, they are completely surrounded by guys from Skira. It's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys. I think 8 from Skira and 2 from Kura F. Yeah, there's definitely a problem here. The south side has not been taken. That would be the opportunity for insurgents to make a bowl towards Ham Farm. But they hadn't been. Even in the time where one full squad is pulling back here at Mosque, there hadn't been the opportunity or have not been beaten the rest infantry that is living here to do this attack. And no one had the opportunity to break through again. We had one of the insurgent guys driving here back in the east with one of the motorcycles, but that never happened again, and that's definitely bad. The best option is to place to have all of your zappers on motorbikes running back towards the enemy back lines, placing mines as much as you can, and then just placing IEDs on everything you see. Okay, now Baba Hassan against XK-Pop from Raiders. Ah, and he got killed. That's unfortunate, but that's the problem if you're playing solo. You have nobody who's securing you, and the hab is now going back online. But there's the opportunity to place a mortar now. There could be firing mortars directly at the radio. But at least the mortars are hitting at least near to the target, not directly yet. K-Pop has to get out of the radio distance. Yeah, mortars are not directly hitting the radio. It's a little bit too much the worst here. Okay, I think now there was a radio hit. Have a look at the radio. But there was also the information. I think there should be also an information where the the hab is standing. Both could be engaged, I think, but yeah, there's definitely a problem on insurgent side with the mortars. Definitely a problem with the mortars here. It's too slow, too concentrated on one engagement per time. Just one mortar and not a hell cannon. There's so much things on insurgent side that could have been done better. Starting by radio and hab placement. Also, just the engagements. On Australian side, they had it pretty easy here. So I can't say any much to them because problems in logistics and problems in strategy just shown off mostly in... Okay, command hit a mine, so at least another logistics truck is getting killed. It's 5 tickets, so it's 5 tickets I think they needed for the second round. They need every ticket they can get their hands on. Yeah, 5 tickets now. I'm pretty interested in how the second round will be going on. Definitely interested in.
That was free. That was free in total.
Small door.
Cruiser behind you. helmet or shot.
Kill them.
It's okay. We're gonna come back strong this next round. We got the advantage armor and next advantage here. Exactly. So let's just go positive into this next one here.
Yeah, 187. I think won't be much more to this round. I think it will be end anytime, any second now.
I think we actually did really good holding our asses.
Yeah. Okay, muting the Scott chat here for a second. Yeah, here on the timeline we definitely see that militia forces definitely had a disadvantage here. They lost their heavy armor pretty fast at the beginning. Then we had here between minute 17 and minute 20 radio loss, logistics 2 times the logistics loss. This is where the cap starts to fall, and then here the flag at minute 32 gets kept, and then here we have this ticket advantage also, because here there was ticket advantage 197 against 44. It's also not the best one, but if they hadn't lost this ticket, then maybe that would be a little bit more towards here under the 100 ticket line. But that didn't happen. That's mad. That's mad and sad, and I hope that team 1 is doing a recover from that. We are doing now a 5-minute break. So we will see and hear each other in 5 minutes again, and hopefully with a better second round, with a little bit more interesting fights and gameplay. So see each other in 5 minutes again. So, we are back in a second. Second role has been confirmed. I'm switching back to the match any second. Xpop, thanks you for correcting me. I'm sorry. I just read it on the fly. I'm very sorry. I try to remember that and read out your name correctly. I'm very sorry for it. So, let's check out the second round of CCFN today. Okay, on Australian side, there's a lot of discussing going on how to adapt to the new situation right now. Yeah, I definitely agree on UAF's opinion here, because they need every ticket they can get their hands on. But the best option would be to let insurgent forces cap Vineyard and then take it from them. Because if you're holding Vineyard from the startup, you get 20 tickets if you can cap it completely. But if Vineyard is getting capped by insurgents and then you recap it, then you gain 60 tickets. So it's a 40 ticket plus that they definitely need to have the opportunity to coming close to the first round, which they lost with 187 tickets. Okay. So yeah, I saw the first population markers are getting dropped down. We have one radio here northeast of checkpoint, one here east in Ham Farm, and one directly on Vineyard. I think the Vineyard one is from Insurgents and the other ones are from Australian. So Australian is bringing out every vehicle they have. And Insurgent is leaving one Logi back in main base, but bringing 2 of the motorcycles with the squad leader of squad 3 and 1 IED preparing a build bike. So maybe we see a little bit of more IED action here on the second round. So rollout is happening. Both teams also picked the commander, which is great. That was a problem earlier on in the first round. Thank you, ZOXS112, for the follow. Thank you very much. We are pretty close, I think, to hitting today's or to this month's follower goal with 170, I think, or it's 175. I'm not completely sure. So transportation truck is moving out. Australians have a little bit of a time advantage, especially here on Hem Farm. If they're not crashing anywhere or something, they definitely have a little bit of an time advantage and could use this one. Which I also see, which is great. There's just one guy doing backup on Mosque, which is awesome. And I think Commander will drop one on checkpoint, sitting there to do the capback. And sitting radio and mortar, it's just 4 guys. So the first 2 caps are done by 4 guys, which is awesome. Love to see that. So GOL hit the wall, and I think they won't come out there, which is a problem. Yeah, drove wrong and are not coming out of this area again, which is definitely a problem. Hope that they can fix this one. I do not know why now the complete Logi has to move around. Just sit up like the squad leader and place a rally point. I don't see rally points. That's definitely a problem. We are like almost a minute into after rollout and there's still not enough rallies placed. Okay, now UAF engaging here, but hadn't been able to shoot out the gunner of the vehicle yet. Fons still living in this vehicle. UAF looks like they're getting completely destroyed here. Their only opportunity or point is that they had been placed the rally point yet. Here from Scott von Raiders. But that's it. All of the other guys is dead. Just the marksman still living. So, but Hem Farm radio is set. Rally point is set. Logi is driven away from the radio. That's awesome. I love to see that. That's good. Radio's placed now in the north, a little bit different than marked earlier in the staging phase, but that's also completely fine. Mosque should be capped any second now. That's a point. Maybe there's one guy have to run back to checkpoint now, because that cap has to be done. So here in the south, we definitely have a problem in South Farm on the Australian side, because no one is playing this middle flag here. This complete compound, there has to be playing somebody, because now they can switch here through the canal, and that's definitely not something you want to have. Absolutely unfortunate. So now squad 1 has a rally here, yeah, but POT will not hold this one completely. They have to force switch here to the north, or squad 5 has to force switch to the north, but they have to close this one. Okay, squad 1 sees this as a problem, I think. They already marked a movement marker there, but they're engaged by 3 squads. They're completely starting to being a circuit because squad 5 is not supporting any cover or assistance here. And we still have now HAB on... Okay, now the HAB on Hem Farm is going online. But the HAB is also placed outside of a building. And I'm not sure why. You have a building here that's not Good. I know that. That's not the perfect place where you can place a hab. But definitely place a hab more in a secure position than in an open field. Definitely. Just place it here. Yeah, I know that you can be farmed from the north. But if infantry is so close that you are getting farmed from the north, then your hab position should be your last problem. But now here the west side is also complete open. Where's the Aslav? I think it's supporting here squad 6 in the north. Yeah. Okay, they got engined, I think, by a heavy anti-tank kit, it looks like. But UAF had the opportunity with the support from GNL to at least secure their own point here. And maybe they have the opportunity to break through here in the north. If they can wipe out squad 7 here with the support of the Aslav, that would be great. Okay, the rally point from squad 7 got lost. I hope that he calls it out because they have a zapper there. But yet there's no markings and no callouts, which is definitely not good. Okay, the heavy anti-tank looks... Baba Yaga is on the way to true trooper here. And kills him. And now the rally points got wiped here. Almost wiped. Squad 1's rally would be wiped any second now. Squad 5's rally is a little bit more secure, but that's just a matter of seconds. Just walk over here, how close they are to the rally. Now the rally is gone. So squad 1 has to reset completely. 7 guys have been completely reset now. And definitely not enough rally points. Okay, squad 1 looks like they are doing the defense here from the south now, over the river. The Australians definitely have this advantage here with the bigger scopes. They can definitely engage over longer distances than the insurgent forces. If squad 1 is playing this good, they can just place 2 or 3 guys. That's enough. You don't need so much guys here. You can play this rocks here with an LMG or an heavy MG pretty good, and 1 or 2 guys supporting this one, so that it doesn't overrun from the south. So Ham Farm is being kept now, and the biggest interest is now what's happening here. If this angle is falling and squad 1 hasn't been the opportunity to break this attack from the south, then Ham Farm will definitely get under pressure. Oh, it's pretty close here yet. And squad 1, every one of them is already hit. Oh, there's a second POT squad here. I didn't see. They flanked out. Okay, the Australians did the thing that they had to do as insurgents, which is mind-blowing. Because if they had done this as insurgents, it would be so much more effective. But if squad 1 and squad 7 could hold up Ham Farm long enough, maybe that's the opportunity for the Australians to push out now. Squad 2 here is completely in the west side of Vineyard. And there's just one guy here sitting on the radio, on the mortar. One guy doing lottery runs, and that's it. Oh, now infantry is known. I think they overrun. Squad 2 overrun the rally point just by accident, I think. I did not see it here, but they're definitely marking things now, and there's infantry pushing close. Okay, there's mortars flying in. I think that should be Australian mortars. It's too close for the insurgent mortars to be mortaring themselves so close, I think. Okay, now there's flying in mortars here on a mortar mark where nothing is. Okay, score 1 is calling in this information now. That is crucial because now they had to be moving infantry parts coming towards Hem Farm because Hem Farm is definitely under pressure here and Australians losing their advantage of scopes. Insurgents so close towards this. Claymore plays this amazing, but gets flanked here from the side. Yes, that's definitely a problem here. They need definitely support here on Hem Farm. They can't hold it. It's too much guys off flag. Got 5 here, is completely off flag with like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. They're wiping enemy rallies. I saw that, but oh, yeah, that was the IED drone. That's the thing I called in last round. Play the drone as an IED drone. Just do it. It's what can you lose? Nothing. And it's definitely killed a lot of guys and gave insurgents here the opportunity to bring in points and guys into Hem Farm. That could be a break point. Let's check out squad 2 here in the north if they can still hide, but I know they've completely engaged here. POT is being engaged and they're getting no wards close towards any support from the mortars. The mortars are just missing their shots barely on the enemy mortar. The lodges are still standing. I actually do not know what they are doing. Just fire 3 rounds towards every angle here, towards every logistics marker that's there. Then mortar 1 or 2 times at the enemy mortar just to hold it down, and then you have it. I'm absolutely unaware what they are doing here. Yeah, and now the radio on Hem Farm is under pressure. Completely. The hab is gone and the Hem Farm is being capped and the radio is known by Oates right now. Is the radio being dug down from outside? No, it's not. They're loading in heavy AT, but I do not know for what. How's the ASLAF? ASLAF is still online, but it's not engaging. It's back in main base repairing. That's a heavy disadvantage here for the Australians to not have their armor up because they have pulled back to main base. Maybe it would be better to just place a repair station up to the north to have it completely online all of the time. So squad 7, squad 2 is now resetting, trying to save Hem Farm, but I think that would be too late. Squad 5 is here pushing towards the point. We now see... Oh, what's destroyed here? Something got destroyed, but I do not know what they destroyed. Okay, no idea what destroyed or what got destroyed. Yeah, squad 5 is definitely coming in too late. They used their airstrike. I actually do not know why. Okay, they had it available. It's not a loss to place it, just to wipe anything. Yeah, JVP here. One guy sitting on the radio, close to the radio. But now there's no mortar support for Vineyard at all because every mortar is needed at Hem Farm. Can jump. Hem Farm is not so interesting to watch, to be fair, because there's almost no Australian forces on Hem Farm. It's completely overrun by insurgents here. Like 2 full squads of insurgents just sitting on Hem Farm. Yeah, there was no area control around Hem Farm here. Squad 1 and Squad 5 tried to do it in the south, but they had a really big opening here in the middle. Squad 1 saw that, but that was already too late. This lane here between G7668 and H717 wasn't being played, and they sneaked through. And yeah, they also lost their infantry fights in the south, definitely. But there was also just a organization issue here. Ooh, I scored. Definitely had luck with the AT here. And Daggergun just crossed one of the VDX guys here without being engaged whatsoever. Oh, that was a team kill from Poppy here. Oh. I would be interested where the Aslev is. I hear it. Ah, it's more to the east here. But it's also already known and marked. Oh, there's infantry in checkpoint already. Oh, that's unfortunate for them. And there's no rally points. Again, there's no rally points. Skira, definitely have an eye here on vehicles. And now here on Habs. Squad leader of Squad 9 is camping that Hab. And it's just one guy from JVP that could secure it right now. Okay, Hab got cleared. So, Mortis on insurgent sites are back online. And there's so much guys here now surrounded in Vineyard, but Vineyard is no active flag, but Squad 5 is still attacking it. And yeah, but Ham Farm is done. The best option is to dig down their own radio on Vineyard and just to play Ham Farm right now. But I think they had a little bit of a logistics problem on the insurgent side. Because there's one Logi. Squad 1 is driving in with a Logi here. I think surrounding in the northeast and driving directly towards Ham Farm. And as the Aslav is playing so wide in the backlines of Australian forces, it won't be supporting anybody here. Radar, the Fresher is... Oh, maybe he's trying to provide... No, the radio will be placed in the west side. UAF has one guy against them. He gets once. Oh, he takes out the second one. Rider Treasure takes out the second one. And it's just a few left. And this MG here. There's MG here. Cruiser. Looking complete to the southeast. Why he's overrun from the west. I actually do not know why he got no calls from his own mates. Because they get knocked out in the north. And he's still looking to the southeast. There's definitely a communication issue in Squad 6 here. Okay, we have artillery here on Australian side in 9 minutes. But just from the ticket difference, it's not that bad as the first round yet. But definitely unaware that because Ham Farm got kept by Australians first, Insurgents got 60 tickets plus. Skira and QRF here directly on Ham Farm. Okay, now Command has placed a FOB here radar. And their fob placement is definitely better than on Australian side. Yeah, I know that the hab is just being accessible by one area here, but definitely better than being at multiple. Okay, Scott 7 here, radar, had a complete foot inside the northeast of Hem Farm. UAF got killed and wiped out here almost completely. There's just Sultan left, who tries to do anything, but he's alone against like 4 guys and lost the first firefight here. So the complete northeast is now wiped. Which gives insurgents the opportunity to break through northeast towards the radio here. Okay, Scott 7 now has the opportunity here, Raider has the opportunity to push northeast, but UAF also tries to push the same angle, and POT also, which means that we have like 5 guys here against 4 guys. The point is, will CB enough to hold them off? No, he does not. Yeah. Okay, now the mortar position was known earlier and hadn't been replaced since the first time it got known. So that was the easy takeout here for the insurgent mortars. And now they're placing in a mortar barrage, but that mortar barrage is doing barely nothing because Australian forces are not even trying coming towards Hem Farm, because in the north they got wiped again completely. And in the south, it's more like an unorganized. I do not know what they are doing here right now. And then we have JVP here, complete a full. I think JVP is it a full man squad? I have to check. 8 guys, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 guys of JVP, who are doing a backlining here, which I think is a little bit much. It's just let the combat engineer and maybe a heavy anti-tank play the backline squad here, and not everybody, because even then I don't see you anything doing here right now. Checking for the stats. Yeah, okay, they killed 20 guys and knocked and get killed 13 times, so they have a positive KD, but they are not actually on the front line engaging. So yeah, it's a backline squad, I know, but they were not effective, or not so much effective. The radio on Vineyard get destroyed by themselves. And now Raiders X-Pop, X-Cop? X-Cop. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say not K-pop. It's X-Cop. I'm sorry for that misspelling earlier. But so now Insurgents, definitely, they have a great attack line here. As you see on Australian sides, they're completely clumbled and everybody close to each other. almost no rally points. It's almost like the complete game time. So there's no front line engaging, as insurgents are clearly engaging a front line. They are split up a little bit between each others. We have a lot of medics running there, as on Australians, everybody's running for himself, it looks like. There's no gameplay, no playing together, which is definitely a disadvantage. It's squad. You have to play together to achieve things. Okay, now we have the BMP-1 here. And where's the Aslav? Oh, the Aslav got destroyed. Oh, that's worse. It's even worse for Australians. They lost their heavy armor. As the BMP-1 is now the heaviest vehicle they get their hands on. Heavy AT, no, light anti-tank shot over the vehicle. And QRF and Oates, and I think it's, yeah, QRF and Oates, just moving in towards checkpoint, and no one is on point. There's no MG looking towards southwest right now. This angle of attack is completely open. It's a small cap, I have to admit. Like, you have to push directly into the compound, almost. If you're looking here, you see a little bit of red encirclement around. Okay, it looks like... Okay, we have artillery now on Australian side. Maybe if they place the artillery close to checkpoint and let it roll towards Hem Farm or here on the north side, because insurgents almost have... They have their close here, close to the hab, but Australians have the respawner here. They have their spawn anchor. If they can spawn enough people through... Oh, now the hab is being mortared. Okay, I take that back. I take that back. Yeah, BMP, infantry, close to the radio. Definitely a mismatch. But Ham Farm and the radio is almost completely open. There's like nobody, but they're having their eyes everywhere. We have QRF here. We're looking for the rally points of squad 5 and 2 here. Squad 2 is walking against. I think VDX is just playing a walking simulator here. I saw them walking so much over the map over both rounds now. They're playing more of a walking simulator than squad. But maybe I mistoken and they used vehicles for transport that I didn't see. Yeah, that's definitely close fire. And the biggest problem here is JVP has now to secure the radio. But there are 2 guys from Raiders, 3 guys from Raiders. And the radio is yet in bleed out, and the BMP is supporting. But maybe if they have luck, the artillery, if it comes in time, could destroy the BMP. If the first 1 or 2 ranging shots are hitting, maybe. But I think the radio here in the north will be lost. It doesn't seem like JVP had the manpower or the opportunity to push. I do actually not know why they try to push through the south, as they are aware of the BMP that's driving around here. Due to the fact that the artillery is spread out so wide over so long distance, it could be that the mortar shells are so divided. Oh, the BMP-1, yeah. The 50 cal is not doing any much here. Okay, there comes the artillery. And the Abrias got destroyed here. But the artillery is pretty effective, I have to agree. Got 3 Skira, they spawned on the rally point, got almost completely wiped off here. It's just the squad leader who's got in time and side of a building. And the cab here on point has been stopped for a second. But now the BMP is locking down the entry here. And now the radio is lost, so the hab is gone. Okay, BMP got hit once by a light anti-tank here. And BMP is now pulling out. Maple from GOL, last one. Yacht von Olds here directly on checkpoint. Yet I think the cab is gone. Oh, there's another Logi lost here. QRF with the BRDM wiping off the last engagements here of Australia in the northeast side. There are a little bit of medics living up here, but it's definitely not enough. Insurgents placed a new radio, which gives them the opportunity to place a new hab directly next to checkpoint. And Australia is definitely on the back foot here, and I don't think that they will recover this match either. I think that match, I won't call it lost, but I think today's evening is completely lost. I think there was some misconceptions about which factions are being played today. There was a mismatch because Cora AS, I think, is originally Russia against USA, ASV2. But in squad maps, it says something something in others. Also, the main bases are swapped, as in squad maps are, as in squad maps is marked because insurgents should be started in the east and Australia start in the west. But that didn't happen. So I actually do not know whose fault could it be today. Maybe there's just a little bit of everything factors into. I'm really sorry for that. I apologize here for CCFNs and all. We'll see if there are any consequences or any changes after this match. But as us now, I can't conduct anything. But even if we are looking at the player stats, it's like Australian are also, again, on the back foot, 111 against 190. That makes a KD of, I think, 0.6 or something. Yeah. And I actually do not know Australians. They are running so solo. So often I see guys running around solo. They're not playing in a buddy team or playing as a squad close to each other so they can support and pick up each other, because it's just like 76 revives while Insurgents 101. So the revive game is also really bad. Australians now have a ticket bleed of -1 ticket. Yeah. I think Insurgents won't be able to cap Mosque in time. I think that I take for really ungranted, but maybe if they swarming now off from checkpoint, because there's no attack of Australia side on checkpoint whatsoever, they can just swarm off and walk towards mosque. If they do this, maybe we will see a cap here on mosque, but I won't call it. I'm a little bit sad that besides of this one IED drone, we didn't see any more IED drones or IED bikes. So there would be the opportunity to place IEDs, IED drones, IED motorbikes on insurgent side to destroy enemy Australian armor. But it has been decided to not do so, and that's sad, I have to say. And the Aslav is crossing the BMP2, the BMP1, completely unaware. The BMP1 can just sit there because it's not spotted. There's no information, and they have an anti-tank behind them. And a drone. And an IED drone. I'm flying away. That Aslav is going down, I think. Yeah, that was the Aslav at the end, destroyed by the IED drone. Here are the final stats. If you want to keep your stats secured, then you can do this. Just pause the POV here and take a screenshot. But definitely MEA here also on the bigger foot, 232 tickets at the end. I make the maths in a second. But also here on the timeline, Australians did a little bit better until they lost Hemp Farm. Here they were pretty close. At minute 19 there it was close, but since then Australians are just on a barefoot. Lost tickets, lost time and everything. And insurgents had the ability to just break completely through. So this makes a total of winning team 1 with 410 tickets. That's definitely a heavy loss for team 1 today. That's sad, I have to say. Oh, the desktop audio. Oh, you hear my voice, but you didn't hear the in-game sound. I just see that right now. Sad. Sorry for that. Yeah. But so on. I have nothing more to add today. I think I said and commented enough between the rounds. It wasn't so much of an engaging match today. There were a lot of technical and organization problems. But thanks to everybody who stayed the whole time here in the stream. I hope that you had at least some fun watching today's match, even it was beside that it was really one-sided and one team definitely had a better foot on the map than the other one. But maybe we will see next week a little bit more of a balanced CCFN. Also, watch the CCFN of last week and the week before. They were pretty awesome. They were also pretty balanced. One round was even close to 4 tickets to 0. Which is pretty amazing. But yeah, so that's it from me from today's CCFN 452. And I thank you very much. We will see and hear each other to the next COC, next Squad International, or next CCFN. There's no plan up done yet for the next couple of weeks. But stay notified here on Twitch. I will be updating my stream schedule as soon as I have new informations. So thank you very much, and we hear each other. Bye bye.